When you think of the U.S., it's a good chance that you mainly think of the continental U.S. Now, sometimes you might think of Hawaii and Alaska, but there's much more than the 50 states. The U.S. actually has 5 overseas territories. These are Guam, Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, Northern Mariana Islands, and American Samoa. In this video, I'm going to be going over the geography, climate, and history, and way cool facts that you probably don't even care for. So, without much, let's get straight into the video. Let's start off with the most famous one, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is east of the island of Hispaniola. The geography of Puerto Rico consists of 270 miles of coastline and El Yunque, which is the only tropical rainforest in the whole United States. The capital and biggest city is San Juan. The official currency is US dollar. Although English is the official language, Spanish is most commonly spoken. Christopher Columbus discovered it in 1493. It was a Spanish colony from 1508 to 1898. Due to America winning the Spanish-American War, they were gifted Puerto Rico alongside with Cuba, Guam, and the Philippines. Puerto Ricans gained U.S. citizenship on March 2nd, 1917. Now let's move over to the second overseas territory of this video, Guam. The capital of Guam is Hagåtña. The largest city is Daytado. Guam's population is estimated to be at 170,000. Chamorro and English are the official language. USD is the currency. Guam is roughly 210 square miles. The climate is tropical and sunny year-round. Guam is home to Chamorro culture, which is a blend of native, Spanish, American, Filipino, and Japanese culture. Guam is a major tourist island known for its pristine beaches, scuba diving, and World War II history sites. Guam isn't just good for tourism. It's also a strategic military spot that's home to Naval Base Guam and Andersen Air Force Base. We're now leaving Guam and heading back to the Caribbean. Located 68 miles away from Puerto Rico, we have the Virgin Islands. The 3 main islands are St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix. The U.S. Virgin Islands have a wet and a dry season. For the U.S. Virgin Islands, I'm going to break them down island by island. St. John is the easternmost of the 3 major islands. There is a population of 4,000 residents. Virgin Island National Park covers 60% of the island. St. John is known for its wild donkeys and goats that roam free. There are 0 airports, chain restaurants, stoplights, and high-rise buildings. St. Thomas is about 32 square miles. Around 42,000 people live there, making St. Thomas the most populated island. Charlotte-Amalie is the capital of the entire U.S. Virgin Islands. The oldest structure still remaining is Fort Christian. 60% of the island's revenue comes from tourists. St. Croix. St. Croix is about 49 miles south of the other 2 islands. Around 41,000 people live there on this 84 square mile island. St. Croix is the biggest U.S. Virgin Island. Through its years, it has been ruled by Spain, Netherlands, Malta, Denmark, and now the U.S. The west is filled with rainforests, while the east is dry with cactuses. St. Croix is ranked for having some of the best diving spots in the entire Caribbean. Sandy Point National Wildlife Refuge is home to endangered sea leatherback sea turtles. And one bonus fact is that Alexander Hamilton spent some time in his youth living here. The U.S. received the Virgin Islands by purchasing it from Denmark for roughly $25 million in gold. After going over the 2 Caribbean territories, let's move to the South Pacific and visit American Samoa. American Samoa is made up of 5 major islands. These islands are Tutila, Anu, Ta'a, Otosaga, and Ofu. The capital is Pago Pago. Around 45,000 people live on this island. Unlike the other territories, American Samoans are not born as U.S. citizens. The nature consists of lush rainforests, volcanic mountains, coral reefs, and American Samoa National Park, which is the only national park beneath the equator. Fun fact, American Samoa has the highest rates of U.S. military enlistments per capita. The most popular sports here are rugby and football. American Samoa is nicknamed Football Island. Originally, Great Britain owned the 2 Samoan islands. Germany received nowadays independent Samoa, and the U.S. received American Samoa. In return, Britain was given the Solomon Islands and Tonga. Now let's move to the last island. Located in the Western Pacific, we are going to take a visit to the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. The closest place to the Northern Mariana Islands is Guam. Northern Mariana Islands is made up of Farallon de Pajares, Osakion, Agrihan, Pagan, Alamagon, Guguan, Sarigon, Onatahan, Farallon de Medinile, Sapien, Tinian, Aguan, Rada, and Fayes. Although all of those islands, Pagan, Anatahan, Farallon de Pazores, Agrihan, Sarigon, Osakion, Aguan, and Farallon de Medinile are all uninhabited. Sapien is the capital of the Commonwealth of Northern Mariana Islands. The geography consists of volcanic mountains, tropical climate, and coral reefs. The 14 islands combine for a population of 50,000 people. Northern Mariana Islands was colonized by Spain in the 1600s, then sold to Germany in 1899. After World War I, Japan took control, then finally captured by the U.S. during World War II. Most of the tourists are Chinese, Korean, and Japanese. Pagan and Agrihan have active volcanoes. The official currency is USD, and the official language is English and Chamorro.